the type of girls that he wanted. He was inquiring that he needed white girls with, big butts and, big breasts and girls that can squirt to the ceiling.
Alrighty, guys, it was a very disappointing loss. Kentucky against Tennessee there Saturday night. The officiating was not the best. It never is. One thing this team has to get over, people, I think, is I know people will say Kentucky had calls go against them and all this. And a young team like Kentucky, when they see things like that happen, they don't know how to play through it. A bad call here or a bad call there. Young teams, they kind of put their head down. They kind of give up, I guess you could say. But we had like an 8-point lead at halftime. Washington went out, of course, with leg cramps, and the game changed. We was down by 2 points, so Washington went out. And I could just feel by watching the game, I knew Kentucky was going to lose it with like 15 minutes or 10 minutes left, whatever it was. We was down by 2 points. I never felt like we could win. I felt like Kentucky just could not get over that hump. They played soft. They didn't play tough. They was letting Tennessee throw little bitty passes. That white guy was catching the ball right there in the middle of the key or whatever, and he would sit there and throw the ball here or there. It was a weird game for Kentucky. We saw all kinds of just passes that Kentucky, like, let the pass go by them, and there's a layup. A lot of it was effort and not playing through the difficult stages of the second half there. And I know the referees were bad, but they're always bad. You have to remember that. When was the last time you saw a game where the referees were actually good? I mean, that's just how it is. Maybe they were even worse this time, but experienced teams with experience, they know how to play through these situations. Kentucky's so young, and it's on the road against Tennessee. You expect road teams, home teams always get the calls. I mean, it's just how it's always been. I mean, it seems like it's always like that. That's just how it is. And you have to know how to play through that. It shouldn't be that way, I know, but you have to know how to play through it. And Kentucky just could not play through it. We got beat. We deserved that loss. If Kentucky just played with effort. But again, when Kentucky played with effort, everybody called fouls on them. There was foul here, foul there, but still, it's not just the refs. It's a combination of Tennessee came to play and we didn't come to play. At halftime you thought, well, Kentucky looks good. We're in good shape. And then the second half came along, and who knows what happened. I mean, it's a weird game. It was a weird game. I've not seen a game like this in a long time. We just scratch your head. You're like, what was that? What was that? But anyway, guys, we have to move on from that loss. As bad as it was a bad loss. I mean, there's no way around this. This was a bad loss. To me, it was. You can accept losing if both teams play well or whatever, but we sucked. So now we head home to play Texas A&M, who's missing, I think, 3 of their key players. I don't know if they're going to be back in time for the game against Kentucky or whatever, but I do know this. They've lost 2 or 3 in a row. And I fully expect Kentucky to turn it around here as we head back home. I think we're going to win just about every game at home except maybe one. We should go undefeated, maybe have 1 loss. And that's going to be the saving grace for Kentucky, the way it looks on the road, for the way it looks as we go forward. Because if we could not go 500 on the road and maybe let's just lose 1 game at home, maybe we could do that. But we should turn it around here, and we should get back. Our winning ways should get back here against Texas A&M. Still, 2 of the 3 wins we've had, we can have 2. What we beat Georgia. Yeah, so we can be 3-1 in the SEC is what I was trying to think of. We're 2-1 right now, and we need to win this game against Texas A&M Tuesday night. Hopefully Kentucky comes out with more heart. We should play better at home, as always. We're still very unsure of this team on the road. That is what really has me wondering about Kentucky right now, is the road, how we're going to play on the road, how well we're going to do on the road. I'm very confident at home, as is we are pretty much every year. It doesn't really matter what kind of team we have when we play at home. We just have it. We have a great home court. So we'll see what happens, people. Texas A&M, hopefully Kentucky doesn't lay down. Hopefully we fight back and get better. Hopefully Washington continues to develop. I can see so much potential with Washington, people. And Green and Alexander, I can see them carrying this team. I don't know how far, but I can see us playing a lot better than what we are playing, that's for sure. Washington was key when he went out. We may have kept the game closer, but I still don't think with Washington in that game, I still don't think we would have won that game. I really don't. I just think Tennessee probably would have found a way to win by 3-4 points. Either way it goes. So we got to get over this, people. It's a long season to go. A lot of teams are losing. Duke has got 2 losses. North Carolina has 4 losses. Kentucky has 3 losses now. The SEC is looking a lot weaker all of a sudden, except for Auburn. You know, I didn't realize how good Auburn was until I looked at the SEC standings. I was like, really? 14-1. So Auburn right now is the class of the SEC, the leader. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think about it. And as always, thanks for watching. Go Kentucky. We are the greatest college basketball program of all time, the Kentucky Wildcats. And the quest for number 9, as always, will continue. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.